Hi, you guys. I just wanted to see if I could use headphones and if the sound would be better. Obviously, I didn't brush my hair. And then I'm trying to use my other phone, which this is a bad angle, but it does have potential of being better video quality. So I just made a few comments about this book last time that were a little bit misleading. And then also I wanted to make sure that the sound was going to come through a little bit better with the headphones so that I can get to a point where I can read to you guys and the sound is better, and so you don't really have to like look at all. You can just listen in your car. Maybe I'll just switch to audio eventually. So, but I had made a few comments about this book that were misleading, and so I wanted to talk about that. So I haven't started reading the book yet, but I was able to go through it and kind of get a feel for the layout, okay? So each one of these different chapters is written by a different blogger or YouTuber or truther, sort of. So, and then some of the articles or some of the chapters are written by a few people. And then it looks like the one by Sarah Westall is actually it is an interview that she did. So it's basically just like transcribed or whatever into the book for one chapter. And so this is just like, basically, if anybody gets this book, you probably already know about half these people. So that was kind of fun. Like at first, when I told you last time, I thought that it was just the very last woman. And she does have a really interesting story. Crystal Scorpio Patriot. But she actually just writes one chapter. And her chapter is like... let's see, what's the chapter she writes? The Fake MAGA Problem and the Day I Helped Q Make Alex Jones Cry by Dustin Nemos. Oh, well, that's Dustin Nemos. So what's her chapter? You see what I mean? It's kind of hard to understand. Like, I think the resistance is on. Hers is the last chapter, so it's probably good. So Dustin Nemos is under Fake MAGA. So it's kind of dumb and annoying because on Twitter right now, everybody's trying to call each other fake MAGA or call people out and that sort of thing. And so I don't know. I just can't get just can't get wrapped up in those kind of weird things. But it's good to have like some people you trust, and it's okay to ask questions sometimes because then sometimes the truth basically can reveal itself. So you just have to be confident in that. And here I am just rambling because I am interested in this book. I've just been putting it off because I just have so many other things that I'm doing right now. So, okay, I will like read to you. I mean, I'm not convinced that it's anything bad. Some people are so hating on this book because they think that General Flynn should like get all the money for it. And yes, they do have the General Flynn right here, General Michael Flynn describing the QAnon movement. That is a little bit presumptuous. They probably shouldn't have gone there with that, but to release this before the story's out, you see what I mean? But some people say it's already done, so it doesn't really matter. Anything to help the Great Awakening, basically. And that's what this is an invitation to the Great Awakening. So, I mean, a really eye-opening portion of that is General Michael Flynn. And some people know a lot more about him than most of us. So it'd kind of be cool if those people would just do like a piece on him so that we could really learn about Michael Flynn. I mean, I really like what I have heard of him. but to tell you the truth, I don't know that much. It's probably a lot of secret. But anyway, I don't really see a problem with this book yet, honestly, because plus I've also heard that a large portion of the proceeds are going to his family for legal funds and such. So I don't really believe the slandering, to be perfectly honest. I've watched Dustin Nemos for a long time. I don't see a problem with him at all. But then I don't even really hate on Alex Jones either. I think he plays a part in awakening people. So, I mean, I haven't listened to Alex Jones probably in like a year, but it doesn't really matter, you know? So, I mean, there's definitely some weirdness going on Twitter, but if anything, it's just making me less interested in it and just more about just supporting basically a few people on Twitter. So there is this introduction, which looks pretty fun, really short. I could read it. How many minutes am I? Okay. And then, of course, they have The Plan to Save the World by Joe M. And yeah, so Joe M's getting attacked, and I don't really believe it. I think it's just an obvious slander move. So the contributing editors, Captain Roy D., Dustin Nemo. So those are the two editors who put it together, I guess. And so props to them, because all of these people, authors and contributors, Crystal Scorpio Patriot, Joe M., Liberty Lioness, Linda Paris, Lori Colley, Pamphlet, Radix, Red Pill 78, Sarah Westall, Serial Brain 2, Space Shot 76, Zacco DeFrecco. All of those people have amazing information. And so for somebody to take the time to put this into a comprehensive book, which probably is just going to basically touch on the surface. I mean, how can it not? You know what I mean? And put it in something that they could sell. And it was like around $17 with tax and everything. They didn't make that much money, you guys. They're not making that much money. I'm sorry. And I don't really even care. You shouldn't either. It's just weird to care if other people are making money, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, you should always help people out that need help. And I think that's going to happen with General Flynn. In my opinion, Dustin Nemo's work seems to work really hard. And, you know, a lot of these YouTubers I follow, it's like they're not living high on the hog. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay. Contents. An introduction. The Plan to Save the World, page 3. General Michael Flynn describing the QAnon movement, page 11. As if these people might know about gematria, right? When will it become mathematically impossible, 13. The day I knew Q wasn't a hoax, 31. That's nice. Decoding and deciphering Q, 51. Changing the narrative, 93. The power of memes, 105. The good, the bad, and the ugly characters of Obamagate/Spygate, 121. Schumer's shutdown, 163. Boring. The election of a lifetime, 171. Human compromise, the currency of the powerful, 189. The fake MAGA problem and the day I helped Q make Alex Jones cry, 231. The resistance is on, 243. It's time to wake up, 257. And then glossary, 259. So actually, I mean, at first I thought glossary, it's kind of corny. And then they have like some people like AS for Anthony Scalia. I'm pretty sure I'd seen that. They have like a few people's names. Oh, I guess they did put Hussein. And then for Barack Hussein Obama. And then I thought, oh yeah, and AS for Antonin Scalia. Antonin. Do they have other people's names? I thought it was kind of weird that they didn't put all the names that Q refers that we decoded. But that's okay. Just a few, actually. So that's interesting. But if you, oh, well, No Name. That was the other one they had. So No Name, Hussein, and AS. So, anyway, that means something. I mean, you know, whoever decided to put this glossary together decided to draw the line at some point. I mean, you can learn a lot just by reading this simple little glossary with not a lot of words in it. Because unfortunately, they tell you Nexium, you know, I don't really like their. Anyway, you know, they have just some simple terminology that could help you understand things better. And then the second to last is It's Time to Wake Up. And I think I may have read this, and it's pretty good. It's like, here are 10 things you can do to awaken others and help in the war we are fighting against the deep state. Because everybody needs solutions. You learn all this stuff, and then you're like, whoa, okay, what do I do with it now? So you need solutions to these things. And it looks pretty powerful, in my opinion. I'm not afraid of it. You know? So, anyway, I'm going to read you guys the introduction, and then it's just the plan to save the world is the first little chapter. Which would be fun to, it'll be fun to read that, because I love that video. I've watched it so many times. It's so inspiring. So, okay. I'm going to, I guess, just keep on doing what I need to do. Peace.